sold or traded them for warm, sweet milk and creamy blocks of cheese. Tired of working in the fields and coming home to a kitchen full of dirty dishes, the farmer took a wife. At FarmersOnly.com, he made his selection carefully. A woman who could cook with cheese, clean, and was mathematician enough to balance the budget and manipulate the cost according to the direction of the commodity market. In fact, the wife became so good at predicting the rise and fall of the economy, she was picked for the new president's cabinet in Washington. But concerned she was neglecting the responsibility bestowed upon her as giver of life, she considered thoughtfully the full import of Baby Makes 30. Girl child of the farmer and the chosen wife was a blessing, and for a page or two, life seemed to center around the farm, the girl child, the commodity market, and the inspirational dishes made of cheese from the farmer's trades. With mother dividing her time between Washington and home, and dad in the fields big up the veggies, the girl child felt the need of a friend that she could control. Answer, a dog. The days of playing with her new big cheese were idyllic. However, as the girl child grew, she became more interested in cheerleading, and that meant poor dog pet was not given attention. Thus, unnatural as the relationship seemed to the segments of society, dog and cat became an item, but criticism ran rampant. The cat found the intensity of the ordeal sparked an anger that was not abated through the normal channels of Dr. Phil, and in despair sought out a rat. Brought into this home environment, it was not long until the girl child married the rat. It gave great sadness to the wife who wished a better life for her only offspring. And then, to make matters worse, the proverbial worm turned. The fruitful land became barren of its worth, and the farmer found himself in the position to request bailout funds from the government. With those funds, he was able to award a great bonus to his trusted hired hand, and all seemed well again. Soon the uproar began. Refusing to give back the bonus, the hired hand escaped to land not near. In retaliation, the government warned the farmer his land would be seized for drilling, and the wife, who lost her pride in the 4-H food fair because her cheese was imported, formed a protest movement. The girl child and the rat joined in. A reporter from Fox followed the protest, and as investments in the commodity market fell substantially, the call went out to get subsidized by the beef growers of America. Rat was forced to go back to the cat, whose awkward relationship with the dog affected the girl child, who still hadn't figured out text messaging. Wife lost re-election, and the farmer's veggies were on the recall list. The only one not affected by how the world turned was the cheese, a rich, full-bodied entity with a green future. Respecting the binding characteristics of a big cheese, we will not add a moral to the story and make it imitate real life. The cheese stands alone. The cheese stands alone. We will not add a moral to the story and make it imitate real life. Real life.
A child is only little for such a little while. Their world is interpreted by your expressions. Please, always try to smile. Your eyes are the mirror of how they see their own self-worth from the moment they look up at you, beginning with their birth. Continuing on, as the days slip by, they will search your face to see, am I okay? Am I good? Will they always cherish me? What will look back at them? Will eyes of love be there? When grown up, will their memory be one of tender care? These precious years will fly by so very, very fast. Before we even blink our eyes, the present is the past. The time to help them love themselves is now while they are small, because in your eyes they see you as the biggest judge of all. They will carry into adulthood the reflections from your eyes, measuring their own self-worth. They won't think to realize that how you treated them in their early years reflects a happy life, or one that's filled with tears. Insecurities and doubt will no doubt plague them as well. So let your eyes express your love. It's how a child can tell.
Thank you.